Hey, it's James from Finney Electrical. On today's video, we've got some special guests. So we've got Herbie then, so he's doing his little T-level course. Hi. And we've got Oliver. Let's get into this. Right then, so we're down at a mystery school then. We're installing some LED panels, or at least we're dropping one of these lads off with Brian.
Hey Brian!
We haven't showed you Brian yet, have we? We'll have to do a little new staff member tour, if you want to call it. But now, yeah, we're going to leave one of these lads down with Brian, and we've got some LED panels to swap over, so we'll show you the job, and then we'll be back tomorrow, so I might even finish off this video tomorrow, showing the love of the project and how it's finished. Now then, how are we doing? We've got Mr. Brian. We need a Brian new staff member tour, don't we? That's Brian. But yeah, this is where we're working then. So then, this is the site. So there's all these little round lights which we're going to swap out for the 600s. So Brian should have them somewhere. So we'll check those out. Okay, so this is Brian then, the new member of Finney Electrical. So when did you start then, Brian?
Start of March.
Start of March, so he's doing really well. So he's, it turns out Brian's plasma thing had run out, so we got him booked on. We found out Thursday, we booked him on Friday, and he got top of class, didn't you? So very impressed. So this is what he's doing. He's building this scaffolding today then. So he's got to build this little tower scaffold then. So what we've got, 17 lights to swap out. Yeah. Sussex, Ellis. So we've got 17 lights to swap out with these 600s. So we're hoping it's just a little connection in. We can just wiggle that. So we've got that to connect with two little wagos. We'll bang it in a box and that'll be it. So there's 17 to do, and then 4 on these angles. So we're going to put a 6x600 in there and then put a screw behind it so it don't flat forward into the void. So we'll catch up with you tomorrow then, Bride. Yeah. So I want to see this job tomorrow. It'll be interesting. Yeah, I know. So it should be nice and bright in here once it's all done. Sweet, right on to the next job. In the heart of York then, we've got the beautiful, what is it? I call it a cathedral, but it's not, is it? What is it? Minster. I got told off calling it a cathedral. So yeah, the next job then, so we're back at the, remember when we had the spicy curry job at the end of the day? So we're back there. They keep changing their mind about what they want. So we're back there just to put a socket in for a kitchen appliance. So we're going to somehow, finally it's got to go through some sort of boxing section. They want it run through and then chased into the wall and up the wall. So it should be interesting. So we'll see what we come across here. There we go, we're at the job now then, so let's get a few bits out then. So then, Oliver then, so it's Oliver's first day with Finney Electrical. This is T-level thing. So what we've got a socket to install. So what we're going to do, we're going to need a little chasey tool, because it's going to be probably a solid wall, so we need to chase out. We'll show you how to do that. We've got a little double socket then, so that'll be fitted. We've got a metal back box which is going to sit in the wall, and we'll get it chased and we'll show you how to do that. And then we'll need a bit of 2.5 cable. So the sockets are wired in 2.5, which can take about 27 amps, but on a ring it can take past 32. Yep. So we're probably going to extend the ring, or you can come once off a ring. It's called sparing off the ring, so that's what we might do as well. So we'll have a look and see what's best bet for this job then. Right then, let's get in there. Right then, so we're into the property now then. So the socket where the want is going here. So I thought we'd be chopping in, if you listen. Nice and hollow. So it looks like they've studied it out. So what we're going to do is actually put a Plastifix box in, which is basically a plastic box which will fit in. It's got 2 little flappy wings, and that'll pull on the plastic boards back in when you screw it back. So we don't need to chop into brick, but what we'll do is get Oliver doing a bit of chasing with the multi-tool then. So we'll get him his ear defenders on, his eye protection and his eye vis in case he gets run over. There we go. Right then, let's crack on. And then obviously I know there's pipe work at the bottom. If we run the cables along the top, there'll be that 50mm separation, and we'll send him into there, pick up power from underneath, and that'll do. Sound then. Right then, so let's get the multi-tool out now, and hopefully we've got a Plastifix double box. Right then, so we've got the multi-tool then. We've got his Plastifix box then, so obviously when you push this into your hole you've drilled out for it to fit into, and then flap the wings out, that will pull and squish onto the plasterboard. That's what's going to happen then. So we're going to mark him out first. So we've got a level. We're going to pass that level up. Is it back of my bag, is it? Where is it? It's that one there. So we're going to get level at the height that the custom wanted. Sit that on top, draw around it, we'll draw a level across then around the top, and then what we're going to do is get the multi-tool and then just cut out. I'll show you on the camera later, but I'll show you now. I'll spend a bit of time explaining that to you. So there's two ways of doing this really. So the pit, I know it's a big ollie, but ignore that. So if we're going to do this nice and neat then, what we're going to do is come, you want to come probably on the line or just 1 mil past it for the box. So when you fit your box, you've got a bit of wiggle room because you've got like a 5 mil trim all the way around, you see that?
Yeah.
So but 5 mil that side, 5 mil that side, you've got quite a big area which you can go past where even if it does flake a bit, this box edge is going to cover it, isn't it? So if we just go just past this line and just multi-tool nice and straight. So what we're going to do is put his multi-tool in flat like that until it disappears, and then we're going to bring it out slightly, angle it, and then just work his way along that line nice and straight. And then what we're going to do, obviously half of this is going to be in the wall about here, so we're going to move it all the way to the edge till it lands to the edge. So but we're actually going to come past the line, but you know half of it comes to the front, and then we're going to come back, angle it the other way, come all the way to that edge and back. Because basically if you just come flat like that, yeah, and then just go sideways, what happens is a big piece of paint will just fly off at this corner. But if you angle it and just glide across to the edge like that and back, it won't actually flake a big piece off, yeah? Yeah. So do you want me to do one pass to show you? Yeah, I'll get you to film it. If you look at that then, so I'd add me multi-tool halfway, and I brought it all the way to the edge, didn't I? And you see it's got a nice clean cut there. So if we do the same on the upright and make them meet, when we do push in, it won't flake a big piece out of the corners, because you'll actually see that. If it flakes enough, you'll see a massive piece of plastic just pop out if you just send your bit towards the edge. So there we go, do you want to go now? There we go then. So he's got his first little piece cut out. Well done, that'll do. Little souvenir. There we go then. So that's his box in. So there's a little wooden batten here which is stopping the wing flap out. So we'll just send a little screw through that, and that's solid. And this side should just push back as planned. We might have to chop a little bit out of that side if it's a thick plasterboard. So we'll take a little bit out, and that should clasp in and clasp nicely. But this cable should pull through. There we go. We've already sent him to his source. There we go. So I'll have to get that clipped along and then get that second fixed in. Right, ready for the socket next then. So I've just stripped that just so it didn't cut into the cable, because we don't want him having to go stripping and cocking the full job up. But let's get him wiring up then. So at the back of here we've got an N for neutral, which is the blue one. We've got brown for line, which is that L, and then earth, you can pick either side then. So obviously with this setup, the only way we could take power is to take power off an appliance isolation, which the customer's happy with. So it's essentially this socket's down rate to 13 amps, so we can just tap off with one cable. Normally you try and extend the ring. So if she had socket circuits over here, you chop into it, send one cable up, one cable back, and extend the ring. So normally it's wired as like a circle into it of a socket. Yeah, so all you do is chop into that, extend to some more sockets, and then attach back onto the chopped cable, and then you've extended your ring. Right then, so do you want to have a go at wiring this up then? Right then, so you want to open up your terminals then. If you look, they're all closed up in there. So I'll do one, you'll hold it nice and tight. You can be my left hand for me for now. So you want a nice fat driver, so more than a 5mm. Some people do it like a little terminal screwdriver. So it only needs to be open that much, yeah? Yeah. Oh, got to go come in. But you want a nice flat one so you can get it nice and tight. If you use a little 4mm driver, it's not going to get tight enough. There we go, so he's used this big fat driver then, little 5mm driver. He's got it nice and solid, it's tugged and wiggled, this is your tug test.
Not going anywhere.
So it's not going anywhere, and he's got it in the right terminals. So even today, I'll wire it up something and go line, neutral, earth, put back. And then what you want to do is just tuck this in nicely. So we're going to go to right or left. Arch it over to the middle if it can. So I'm doing this one-handed like that. So left, right, and then swoop it. When you screw that back, it's gonna screw back nice and neat and sweet. Yeah, really have to do one-handed. There we go, we're screwing it back now then. This is Oliver's first domestic socket. Let's see if we can get him in there. You got it. So yeah, this is the job where we did the, if you remember the switching, we had to do the connection and did the fancy stuff underneath. And then we had the Picasso painting of how to extend the socket ring. But yeah, it's all in then. So that's the two-way switching. We've got a two-way and intermediate. If you flick that switch on over there, and there we go. And then by the bed, I'll explain you what an intermediate is, but that's the USB sockets on and those lights working. That's it, nice tidy job really. So that's that all sorted then. So we got that job sorted. So we got the socket installed, didn't we? Tapped on the original sockets. Got him fished up the wall, so I wanted decorating to do on that side of things, even though he had a big hole above the wall. But let's ignore that. Look at this, we got York Minster. Just having to walk back through to where we've parked, and we're going to grab a coffee before I get off to the next one. So the next one's going to be a camera died. We might be able to see me coffee. Woohoo! Right, so we're on to the job now. So this is the next job we're on. So it's a little hotel we're doing. So let's see what we've got to do. So Hen's down here bobbing about. So he's set me on a little task to do this light up here. So there's just a couple of lights to fit. We spent ages planning this job because the lights are missing. There should be loads of emergency lights somewhere. So let's grab some ladders then. So we're going to fit this little fitting then. So it's just got a little bracket with two fixing holes, little connection, and then slide them in. Job's a good one. That's his next little job then. So we're going to fit that up there. So I'm going to do this with one hand. I'm going to hold that on there then, get it on centre, and then basically get those fixing holes marked out. It's a bit of a squish with this fitting then. That's the brown to L and then blue to N. So for line of neutral, get that cased back in. So these fittings then, it's a class 2 fitting. If you see that square within a square, then that means it doesn't need an earth. So I'll let you film this then. So nice and close. This, it's got a little sticky pad which we can shove up back at fitting like that. So have a look. There we go. And then it should, if we can line it up, push up and twist. This might take a bit longer than, might need to pause this to, there we go. So you're just going to find the groove, get him in, twist it so don't twist it anymore, and that is sound. There we go, so next little job there. So Aiden's doing a little, what is it, a little sensor. There's going to be like a nice little chandelier, it's going to dangle down here. So he's getting all that wired up. So obviously being on a PIR sensor, the customer will come upstairs and it'll ping on. Nice little light there. So that's going to look pretty sick. So just got ladder, foot in those ladders, and then this is what I'm dealing with. Look being sketchy. So this was an old bathroom and stairwell. They've took the stairs out and got they've boarded it all out. But then you got like the old switch view spur for the fan, so all this is just disconnecting really. It's a bit of a mess, and there's stuff not working here because of that. There's like a neutral missing to these lights here, so yeah, I've got to try and figure out what's going out. So we basically just left side, come back, and they've just ripped stuff out and disconnected loads of it, so it's all over the place. But yeah, it's good fun. Anyway, let's try and sort all this mess out. So this is what I've got to do then. So he's going to waggle cables, and I'm going to see if we can hear it in the loft. See if I got eaten by a little rat or something. Lovely. Right then, for this hotel job, they're just kind of making do with the wiring they've got. So what we're going to deal with. So yeah, just give that a little wiggle. So we're going to try and disconnect that in here then. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Okay, so we're back in the morning then. So we're going to check out all this handiwork then. So we've got all 17 panels swapped over and just finished off the day then. So give it a whirl, Ellis. Look at that. Alright, spot on that. So that's a lot better. So it's a lot cheaper to run these fittings. And it's mega bright in here. Yeah, it's worked out then. So you got 150 watt per the old lit fittings. So these are doing 28 watts. So they've reduced it. These used to be 40 watt panels, but 28 watts. It's 81% cheaper to run, which is massive. So yeah, normally it's about 50%, but yeah, for these lights with 17, it's going to cost them peanuts to run. So there we go then, that's another job done then. So we've got the Brian in that Finney electrical van, we've got this little Finney electrical van. So yeah, we've got the full fleet out today. And he's on holiday today. Where's he gone? He's gone down south somewhere for a little holiday for a long weekend. But yeah, so it's been an interesting, nice variety video for you. But yeah, if you like this kind of content, then hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you know when next upload. So as always, have a good one from me, and I'll see you on the next one. Outro music. There he is, Mr. Brian.